Hi, this is Claire Boyce back here finally with a weekly reading for all water signs. So how are you all doing? You're the emotional signs of the zodiac, and by God the sensitive energies are flying. Don't forget, if you're watching me and you are, then you're going to be extra sensitive. You're going to be, going inward an awful lot, and you can get depressed, and there is a huge emphasis on depression right now. A lot of people are depressed, and of course water signs, you're going to be up there with those people who can get depressed. So I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards. Yeah, it's all about, you're worried about, well, most of us are worried about money. You're either working too much or not working at all, but the energies really is that you've just had enough and you're exhausted. You can be exhausted physically, you can be exhausted mentally. What you need to do now, water signs, is completely ground yourselves. There's no point looking back, there's no point looking forward. All you can do is focus on now. A lot of people out there, myself included, are either waiting to get their COVID-19 test or waiting to get the results, and people are fearful of that. People are fearful of their their families, and life has changed, hasn't it, for an awful lot of us. And you can get really low and you can get really down, but what you need to do is forget about the past, even the past few weeks. Forget about what's going to come up in the future. There's no point worrying about whether you're going to have, enough money for this or enough money for that, or if you're stuck somewhere where you're kind of miserable. There's no point looking at that. All you can do is focus on right now, and right now there is a huge spiritual awakening as so many people are stuck inside. It's time now that we looked inside ourselves and realised, well, this is where we are at in our lives. If you're on your own, then you're probably feeling it a lot more because you have nobody to talk to. But remember that everybody is more or less in the same boat. Everybody is feeling low. And if you're with somebody in the house or have a few people, that could be annoying you as well. So please, 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 keep yourselves grounded. If you feel your head going like crazy, get up, go outside. I know we can't travel too far at the moment. Hopefully that will change, but keep moving when your head is going. A lot of people aren't sleeping, and when you are sleeping, you're having nightmares. Believe it or not, even though we don't feel afraid, we're actually terrified inside, and we are great survivors. We push everything to the back of our minds, and water signs, you take it all in, but you also, and especially if you're spiritual, you take in other people's energies as well. You soak it all up like a sponge. So if you're in a room, for example, and there's negative energy in there, on top of your own worries and fears, you're going to be soaking that up. You're going to be soaking on other people's depression, other people's fears. And of course, being nurturing signs, you want to mind everyone and look after everyone and fix things. But more so than ever right now, water signs, you got to fix yourselves. You got to keep yourselves grounded, because we're feeling the energies globally, aren't we? We're feeling the energies globally, and it's not just, a small thing that's happening. It's massive. It's on a huge scale. So you've got to keep your own little world or your own little energy field free from fear, from negative attachments, negative people, drama, worries about the future, worries about the past, and focus on right now. You don't need to be worn out about something that might never happen. And you know that your mind has the power to put you in a bad mood and to bring you down. And you equally know that a thought can bring you down. If you're gonna focus on something bad and negative and let that go into your head, then that's gonna drag you down even more. That's going to lower your frequency. And also, your immune system as well. Everything else goes under if you allow yourself to go under. What I will also say to you is meditation is key, if you can. I know I promised to put one up on YouTube, a meditation, and I will. I just haven't got around to it, but water signs, don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck in the house. Now I'm just going to have a look at these angel cards here. I think during this time a lot of people think this is it, this is me for the rest of my life. Remember, it's not. This is still only temporary. And maybe in some instances it's going to, you should use this time to work on yourself. Because a lot of people who are never spiritually inclined are looking at spiritual. Called an Archangel Michael, for those of you who believe in angels, there are fabulous angel meditations. But call in, know that you can be safe. You're safe right now. Focus on your families, focus on how you are right now. And if you're fearful about having COVID-19, push it to the back of your head for now, because there's no point. There's no point. There's no point going into that place of fear. There's no point dragging yourself to that level, otherwise you won't move. And you won't be able to get through this. Keeping strong is paramount right now. Don't let your emotions take over. Air signs and water signs were extremely emotional, so it's important now that you keep your own energies clear. Going outside, spend a little bit of time out in nature. Now what I find helps when I'm stuck inside is I have essential oils. I have rose going at the moment, and you know, it's just helpful. And juniper going and that, you know, all around the house, different smells. Because I find, you know, Mother Earth is extremely, extremely therapeutic. So even though we can't go out much, we can get grounded. We can go out to our gardens, we can do little walks, we can take several deep breaths out. But I do find having the diffusers going kind of really helps my energy. And chakra clearing, it's important to keep our energies clear at this time. For those of you who are spiritual, you know what I mean about clearing your chakras, but chakras are energy centers in the body that, you know, affect our everyday lives. And if bad things happen, these become blocked, and then everything else becomes blocked. If you find yourself quite ungrounded now, you know, if you keep forgetting things, putting things down, forgetting where your keys are, your wallet is, your purse is, your phone is, chances are your head is going like 90, because water signs, you take it all in. And what you need to do is take a few deep breaths several times a day, and you will feel better. Deep breath in through the nose, hold the breath and release. Like I said, I will be doing some video meditations on here. I've not done it before, so everything for me is quite new as well, doing things like that. I'm going to have a little look at these cards as well. I find a lot of us are kind of looking at our lives and things that we want to change, you know. If you're unhappy with your life right now, remember it's not always going to be that way. Your heads are going like crazy, okay? So right now you've got all these ideas and you want to go forward and you want to move, and there is a big feeling of everybody wants to, you know, everybody wants to move now. But you're feeling stuck. You think you're never going to get that job, you're never going to move house, you're never going to, like before this, I was planning on moving. So, you know, you just feel stuck that nothing is going to change, but it will. One sure thing in life, nothing ever stays the same, remember that. Use this time to learn. I've been using this time, because none of us are healed, I've been using this time to work on myself. You know, look at the parts of myself that I tend to be a little bit too emotional, and the oversensitive bit of me does take over takes over sometimes. So I'm looking at, looking back. And it's amazing, I've learned that it's up until the age of 6, whatever our lives are, up until the age of 6, our upbringing, our families, what we see is what we learn and what sets us up for life. So if you were, I suppose, in a family setting where parents were killing each other, you didn't get much attention, you didn't get that emotional bond that you should have got with your parents, that's going to change you. So now what we're trying to do, or what I'm trying to do, and a lot of people are, is unlearning that type of behaviour. It's mad, isn't it, that the age of 6, or the age of 6 or 7, we already have all the tools. We learned so much from first few years in life that will set us up for the rest of our lives. So really, for me and for other people, it's about unlearning those behaviours. Because it's amazing, it is amazing. If you're told from an early age that you're no good, that's going to come with you for the rest of your life as well. If you're told from an early age nobody will ever love you, or if you think that your parents don't love you, that will follow you up to the rest of your life. So it's about tapping into your own healing self, you know, becoming your own, mothering your own inner child. And right now, if you're tired, a lot of people are tired, a lot of people are sleepy. Honour those feelings, but don't procrastinate, you know, meditate, work on yourself, but don't spend all your time in your heads. And stop looking forward. Stop looking forward and saying, oh, I'm going to be stuck here forever, or I'm never going to get that job, or I'm never going to meet the right person. There's no point looking forward. It's right now. Right now you can use your tools of manifestation. It's okay to manifest, it's okay to daydream. If you can focus so much energy on remembering bad things and dreading bad things happening, you can use equally that amount of energy focusing on the future collectively. Then if we all focus on positive things that could happen in the future, focus on right now, keep your heads above water right now, because right now is the only time that matters. So stop overthinking, stop looking back, look forward. And like I said, you are the nurturers of the zodiac, so you're going to be looking after everyone else, everyone around you. You're going to be focusing on other people, worrying about other people, when what you really need to do more so than ever now is mind yourself. Because you're sensitive, and you are if you're watching me, then we're unaware that we're soaking up the fear and the negative energy on a massive scale globally. So any bit of energy that we have, we need to use that to keep ourselves grounded and protected right now. If you're tired, sleep. If your head is going, meditate. If you can't think, go for a little walk or stand in the garden. Do whatever you need to do to look after you. And there we go, Francesca, visualize. Visualize things going well for you. Maybe right now you're having time to look at your job and thinking, well, I don't like that job. I want to do something new when this is over. Perhaps you want to go back to college. A lot of people are taking on online learning. And it's fabulous, because now we're broadening our horizons. We're using this as an opportunity to learn and to grow this little bit of time. So if you don't let fear take over and negative people take over and negative energies take over, you can use this time to manifest great things that will and can come into your life. Archangel Raphael, he's the healing angel. He can also heal our minds as well. Remember that, yes, this is a pandemic and this is a terrible, terrible time. But what we need to do is focus on right now. Focus on the positives as much as you can. Reach out to those who are feeling a little bit low and depressed, and those that you might be worried about. Reach out to them. Although we can't be with people physically, we can send a message. We can do what we can to help others in our own way. I will be back next week. For all of you out there, please mind yourselves and sending my love to all of you. I will be posting up a meditation soon. So God bless. Bye.